theorem says that if you are having a function from closed interval ab to r, it is a continuous function, of course, such that f of e is less than 0 is less than f of b, then there will exist a point c such that f of c is equal to 0. Is the graph clear to you? F of a, here it is positive, here it is negative. Here f of b is positive, f of a is negative. Then it will always cut your x-axis. You draw any graph. You'll see it will always cut your x-axis. Yes. Is that okay? Okay. So let us see the proof. Shall we go ahead? And one more observation. Can I change the inequality? Can I change something like f of e? This is 0. Can I change f of e is greater than 0 is greater than b, f of b? Is the theorem true again? If you are taking f of e is greater than 0, that means I'm taking this. Say e is here, b is here. I'm taking something like this. Is the theorem again true? In this case I am taking condition f of a is positive, so f of a is here and f of b is here. Is the theorem again true? That means does there exist a point c? Does there exist a point c such that f of c is 0? Do you agree? Yes. Hello. Yeah, can you hear me? Hello. So do you see there is no issue. The thing is that f of e and f of b must be opposite sign. That's it. Then your function, then the theorem is true. Do you agree? You just have to see whether the function is whether f of a and f of b is having opposite sign. If this is true, then that's it. Is that clear? But before proving this theorem, let me prove something else. Let us prove some a small theorem, you can say. Let theorem. Let I be an open interval f from I to R be a function let f be continuous at p belongs to I, and f of p is non-zero. This is given to me. F is continuous and f of p is non-zero. Then you have to prove this thing. There exists a neighborhood of p in which f takes same sign. Same sign as that of f of p. Think about this. About it. I'll give you 1 minute. So you are having an open interval and you are saying that f be a continuous, and so graphically what do you mean by this thing? F is a continuous function at that point, and you want to see that then there exists a neighborhood. Just wait to 1 second. Then there exists a neighborhood of p in which f takes the same sign as that of f of p. So you need to take two conditions. Suppose f of p is positive. So can you do that? Then so let us see graphically मतलब meaning क्या है. See, I am always focusing on graphical definition of anything. So let us see. You are having a continuous, say a continuous function कैसा भी हो, and here is your p, and say f of p is here, correct? So this is your f of p. So now read the statement. I have written this part. Complete this. So I am giving you a continuous function on the interval I, and p belong to I, and f of p is non-zero. I am taking, in particular I am taking f of p is positive. So what this guy is saying, then there exists a neighborhood of p. Neighborhood of p means what? You need a interval, something like this. Then there exists a neighborhood of p such that your function f of p will take the same value in that neighborhood. So your function f takes the same sign. That means, do you see in this neighborhood everybody is again positive? Value of function is again positive. Do you see that? What about this guy? Suppose my p is here. So what do you see? My f of p is there. Can you still get a neighborhood such that your function is positive around that p? Can I take this as a neighborhood? Can I take this point, this thing as a neighborhood? See some delta, such this is p minus delta and p plus delta. Yes. If I take this as a neighborhood, then you see that your function f of p was positive here, but for some values in the neighborhood your function is negative, so I cannot choose this as a neighborhood for me. Do you agree? So can I still get a neighborhood? I'll just make the my neighborhood as small as I want. I'll keep it like this. Do you see, in this neighborhood I can get all the values of function is again positive. They are having same sign. Is that clear? And same for here also. If your function is here, something here, and say your point P is here, can you give me a neighborhood in which function will have the same sign in that neighborhood? This is f of P. Your P is here. Can you still get a neighborhood? Yes. Yes, of course, na. You can take this as neighborhood, as small as you want. You don't want to cross this point because at this point function will be zero. फिर इसके बाद सब लोग positive होने लगेंगे. I don't want that. I need that in that neighborhood function should be have the same sign. जो भी f of p का sign है, your function should be having the same sign in that neighborhood. Yes, is that clear? Something like this. Say your point, this is point P, and this is your f of P. So what do you see? F of P is negative. Can I get a neighborhood such that function will be negative in that neighborhood? Can I choose this as neighborhood? No. I should not cross this point because this is 0. After that everybody is positive. So I should make my neighborhood as small as I want, such that in that interval my function is positive. Do you see everybody is positive here? Is that clear? Do you see that this thing is true for any continuous function? This thing is true for any continuous function. And continuous is quite important here. Huh? If you do not take continuous function, then there will be some issue. Yes. Okay. Shall we go to the proof now? So I think graphically it is quite clear to you. Let us go to the proof. So you are given a continuous function. So let us take, since we are given f of p is negative, proof. We are given f of p is non-zero. So let us take two cases. So there are two possibility, of course. So case one will be, what if your f of p is positive? Correct? If your f of p is positive, that means what? Mod f of p क्या रहेगा? Same thing. As per the definition of mod, it will be f of p only. Correct? Yes. Let us assume let epsilon is equal to mod f of p upon 2. Can I choose an epsilon like this? Yes. Now what we are given? We are given function is continuous at point p. Na? F is continuous at point p. So what can I say? I am choosing this epsilon. Can I say यहाँ पर लिखता हूँ since f is continuous p, there will, can I say there exists a delta positive by definition of continuity, such that what will happen, mod of x minus p that is less than delta, it will imply what, mod of f of x minus f of p that will less than epsilon. Can I write this? This is the definition of continuity. I hope you remember that. Is that okay? This is positive, since a mod f of p is positive. So is this thing okay now? So can I just solve this? Can I break this thing? Or can I break, we know something about epsilon. We are choosing a particular epsilon. So I would like to break this thing. So that is mod of f of x minus f of p. That is, what is my epsilon here? My epsilon is f of p by 2. So I would like to break the mod. Mod break करेंगे क्या मिलेगा f of x का limit? Can somebody tell me? Can you tell me what is lower limit and upper limit of f of x? Yes? Anybody? I'm just jumping to one more step. If you don't want, then I can write it properly. If you're not answering, then I should. What is that? That is f of p by 2, na? F of p minus f of p by 2. So, hi. What about this? What about the upper limit? So ये 3 times f of p by 2 हो जाएगा. Correct? Is this clear to everyone? कैसे मॉड को ब्रेक करते हैं, हम लोग ने यूनिट 1 में सीखा है. Yes. And do you know something about f of p by 2? You know that f of p is positive, so mod f of p is same as f of p, and f of p by 2 is positive. So can I say that this thing is 0 greater than f of p by 2, and that is greater than f of x, and that is 3f of e. Can I write like this? So what can you see? In this neighborhood, maybe I'll write it here. Can I break the mod for this also? Mod of x minus p less than delta. That means x is lying in p minus delta is less than x is less than p plus delta. That will imply what? 0 is less than f of p by 2. That is less than f of x. That is less than 3 f of p by 2. Is that clear? Just go through the thing and tell me if you agree. Yes? I'm just writing the definition of continuity. I can choose any epsilon. So in particular, I'm choosing epsilon equal to mod of f of p by 2. In our case, mod of f of p is same as f of p. So it is f of p by 2 and that is positive. So f is continuous and so on. There will exist a delta such that mod of x minus p less than delta. This is definition of continuity. That implies this is true. So just इसी को मैंने थोड़ा सॉल्व किया. Epsilon is this. So I'm breaking mod. Mod को break कैसे करते हैं? Mod x is less than k. That means what? Minus k is less than x. That is less than k. I hope you remember this. So वो break किया. I'm getting this will be f of p minus f of p by 2. So that is f of p by 2. F of x and 3f of p by 2. So what you are getting? 0 less than f of p by 2, f of x less than 3f of p by 2. That's it. So what do you get? When your x is lying in this interval, your function is having same sign. Is the proof clear? Thus what you can say, f of x is positive whenever your x is lying in this interval, p minus delta and p plus delta. Is the proof clear? Bracket aa jao. So what did you get? That means you have considered f of p positive, correct? You have considered f of p positive, and what did you get? You got f of x is positive for all x lying in this interval. For all x lying in this interval, p minus delta and p plus delta. That means f takes the same sign as that of f of p in p minus delta comma p plus delta. Is this clear? Is the proof clear? Go through the proof and tell me whether you are able to understand this. Yes? Hi, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, is the proof clear? Okay, nice. So if it is clear, then you have to do the case 2. What if your f of p is negative? So case 2 is left for you. Think about it and how will you do? I have already given you a hint. Since f of p is negative, so what will be mod f of p? That will be minus f of p, correct? So you just have to choose epsilon equal to mod f of p upon 2. Since mod f of p liya, so this will be positive. Since f is continuous, now you have to complete this. I'll give 2 pages ka space and I'll make you to think. Think about this and tell me. Yeah, can you do that? You may send your solution to me. I'll check and tell you. Yeah. Now, shall we go back to our proof? Intermediate value property. What is the statement? Can somebody quickly tell me? IVT भी बोलते हैं, IVP बोलो या IVT बोलो, वट एवर यू फील. IVT. Tell me the statement, anybody, without looking in your notes. What is the statement? Can I reframe the statement something like this? Such that f of a and f of b have the opposite sign. Such that, or f of a into f of b negative. Can I write like this? Then there exists c belongs to ab such that f of c is 0. Is the statement same as previous one? F of a into f of b is negative, so product of two number will be negative. कब negative होगा? Product of f of a and f of b will be negative when yes, when will product of two number will be negative? Only if one of them is positive, one of them is negative, correct? So that means there will be two cases. First cases will be f of a, you take f of a as a positive number, take f of b as a negative number, or else take f of a as negative, f of b as positive. So there will be two possibility. Is that clear? So this is same as your previous intermediate value property, nothing different. Is that okay? Yeah. So shall we see the proof? So let us prove this one. So you may write there are two cases. Since we are saying f of a into f of b is negative, that means what? Both are non-zero. First of all, f of a is non-zero, f of b is non-zero, and there are two possibilities. There are two possibilities. What is that? F of a is negative and f of b is positive, or f of e is positive or f of b is negative. Now you know that मैं कौन सा करने वाला हूँ और कौन सा तुम लोग करोगे. So I'll definitely take the case 1. So you may write case 1. That is, if your 0 is less than f of e and that is less than f of b. मतलब क्या? f of a नेगेटिव है and f of b पॉजिटिव है. करेक्ट? Is that okay? Shall we start? Let us define a set. So let S be a set. I am collecting all the element of x in the interval e comma b such that f of x is negative. F of t, you see, f of t is negative for all t belongs to interval e comma x. What do you mean by this? Look at this set properly and what do you mean by this? Suppose your graph is something like this. F of e को नेगेटिव ले रहा हूँ ना मैं, मतलब ग्राफ कैसा आएगा मेरा? Say a is here, b is here, so your graph will be something like this.